Hey guys, it's UCR Tech Support here, and today we're going to be going over setting up a WireGuard server on the UCR router and connecting via WireGuard clients on the PC here as just a demonstration of configuring WireGuard. So, in the latest version 7 firmware of the router, you're going to want to go to Services, and then you got VPN option here, and then you're going to go to the bottom WireGuard option. And from here we can make a new configuration. We'll call this the server and hit add. And this will generate a private key and public key pair. You can hit enable here just to make sure that the VPN is enabled. And then copy this public key, and there's a configuration file in the description that is needed to help configure the client side on the PC. Here we can paste this public key here. We'll need this for the clients. And the public IP, that will just be our LAN IP for the moment. You can use your WAN IP if you're going to be connecting remotely. And so we pasted that, which is good. And this is our ListenPort 51820. And we'll also just specify the IP address of the server side as 10.0.0.1. /24 for the subnets, and that's good. We can hit save and apply, and then just for now, and then we'll come back when we have the client's public key. So go over here on the WireGuard of the PC client. We'll hit add an empty tunnel. Call this the client. Just go back and edit this from the configuration file. We see the client configuration here. We're specifying the IP address as 10.0.0.2 and DNS servers here for the internet access. And we'll also need the server public key and server public IP. So we already wrote down the server public key here. So we just copy this. Here, and the server public IP, which was the 192.168.1.1 for our local connection to the router. And for allowed IPs, we could specify the server IP. Server IP here. So that's good. Now our client is set up. To take this public key for the clients, paste it here, and we'll go back to the server configuration in the router. We'll have to add the peer for the clients. So we can add the client peer here. Too long, so we'll just call it client. Public key, we've already pasted that in here. We'll just copy that again. Allowed IPs, we'll specify the IP of the client, which is actually just right here. It's 10.0.0.2, and then /32 we can do for the subnets. And description not needed. You can just hit save and apply here. And that will add our peer, so that's good. And for advanced settings, you can choose to specify the IP endpoints of the client. One side needs the IP address, and on this example, the client has the endpoint IP, so we'll just leave it as that. As long as one side has the endpoint, we can connect. Alright, discard that, and exit back out. So this is all configured, the server is enabled, and it has our client peer here. You can go ahead on the client side and activate, and then we'll go ahead and test to make sure the connection is working on the router side. So it should show us here whether or not data is being transmitted. So the last handshake is good, meaning that the connection was successful. But we'll go over to the router side just to show you how you can test the configuration on the router. So if you go to the system and then CLI, we can go and type root for the username, and then it's going to be your password for the router. And if we type WG for WireGuard, we should be able to see the information here. Latest handshake 35 seconds ago indicates that the connection was established. You can see that all the information here. We got the pair here, which should be corresponding to our client's public key, which is there, is connected and has made a handshake. So that's how you set up WireGuard, and it's pretty straightforward. Hopefully you guys got some value, and see you next time.